First of all, you need to understand that there is what we call the gentleman code. Yes, gentlemen have code. A man's gotta have code. He must obey by the code, or else you're gonna fall very hard on your head and feel very sorry for yourself. And you don't want that. Not in this year. It's okay to be with a woman that's been in a relationship in the past. Some people are gifted with the gift of fixing people. Okay, that's not for everybody. You may find a woman that's been through a lot of things, and maybe you gifted with that ability to help her out, bring her up, strengthen her again, give an opportunity to grow and be good and be the woman you're supposed to be. That is great. That's a good thing. But you do not engage yourself with a woman. You don't want to go to a house of a woman that is still in a relationship or some kind of a relationship, on and off relationship with the ex. You don't want that. Dude, you've got to look after yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. The bottom line is you still find nowadays some ladies that are still in a relationship, on and off relationships, toxic relationships. Then they're using you. And they're using you for comfort. You think you're seeing this girl, she looks nice, she's pretty, she's kind, she speaks very, very well, she looks like a good person. She probably is. But on the other side, there's darkness, obscure situation that you don't want to be dealing with. You don't want to be dealing with a woman who's not over her ex. You've got to listen to her. Does she talk about her ex all the time? My ex did this, my ex did that. 2 days ago, my ex went to my friend. You don't want anything to do with that. Number two, you don't want to be dealing with a woman whose ex is not over her yet. I know that's not her fault, but that's not your problem. And you don't want anything to do with that, especially if they have children together. You don't want none of that. The bottom line is, within men's situation, a lot of toxic men, as soon as a man has a child with a woman, he kind of feels like she belongs to him. It doesn't sound right, but that's the reality. And you will always be perceived as the outsider because he's got a child or children with her. You don't want to go to the house of a woman whose relationship with the baby daddy is very weird. Not clear, not obvious. Now, we don't see each other. We're separated. No, you don't want none of that separation thing. We are separated. No, it's over. That's what you want. I'm not saying you shouldn't be with a woman who's got kids. All I'm saying is it must be clear. Over for years. Not over. It's been 3 months over. You don't want, no, stay away from that. It's been 3 months over. No, you don't want that. 6 months is not good enough. Not long enough. I'm sorry. Give them time. And you must see things. You must hear things, not just for her, even from a family, to be reassured that you're safe. The bottom line is, these are some of the biggest situations where people get hurt, and you don't want anything to do with that. Don't be the victim of a woman who's just trying to use you. Because yeah, some of them just trying to use you. She's been living for so long in a very toxic relationship. It's not great. She's suffered. She's wounded. She's cried too much. And you just that kind of, you like a cake. She uses you for comfort. Oh, he makes me feel so good. Oh, he's so sweet. But you're not that guy. You're living with a woman whose house was gifted by the baby daddy. Why would you go to a woman whose house was gifted by the baby daddy? Why would you even do that? Why would you engage with a woman who drives a car that was gifted by the baby daddy? He's still very much involved. Because the truth is, if she want to be free, she will try very hard to do things by herself. As much as it's absolutely normal that the baby daddy does things for the babies, he shouldn't be doing things to some extent for her, because that implies he's still involved. And you don't want none of that. Take care of yourself. Look after your interests. Don't be the victim of a situation you could have avoided. Not every man has the maturity of knowing that my baby mama can move on with her life. She's now allowed to have men in her life. Not many accept that. It's very difficult to see it. Look after yourself. If she doesn't care for you, to tell you the truth, to say, okay, me and my baby daddy are over, but he still comes around, then know this, she doesn't care for you. If she's not honest enough to even tell you that the car that I'm driving right now was gifted to me by my baby daddy, she doesn't care for you. If you have to discover things that he's been there, that he comes there, that they talk to each other more than she pretends they do, run for your life. The truth is, you're living with a woman whose house, why would you go to a, it's baby daddy. How many minutes?